Okay guys, I told you guys to anticipate the review for this bad boy shortly, but things have not been so nice, but at least today I could give you guys this. So I've been rocking this guy on this huge case, which I didn't do the review for then, but it's actually a protective case. Like basically you can drop this guy and ride it over with a tank and nothing would happen. So what are we talking about here? The Galaxy Note 8. Yeah, I know a lot of you will say you should have done this earlier. The S9 is around the corner, but I could tell you this device could give the S9 a run for the money because basically it tops on a whole lot of things. And you know, Samsung software updates, you get everything you want to get on the S9, you get it here. So we're gonna dive straight into the device. Now, like I said during the initial review or the unboxing, it's a very sleek device. Sleek, beautiful, fast, no hangs, no lags, and I've taken it for some dives, like water dives. The only thing I noticed that was funny was I think the pot wasn't dry and it actually gave me a warning on the screen, which to me I think it's a fantastic thing. So at least I don't run into issues when my pot is not dry. I think that's the only time I've taken it into water, and when I did that I didn't try removing the S pen. I don't want to run into any risks. So okay, let's get into this guy. Yep. Okay, now we are in a beautiful display. I think Samsung makes the best displays for handhelds. I don't think I've seen a more beautiful display. Yeah, my iPhone X display is actually very good too, but you know, we humans, we like the punchy colors. Apple tends to down tune their colors to make it look real. It's a phone, I'm buying it with my money, let it look punchy please. Yeah, so for now, as you could see, absolutely no lags, absolutely no lags. The pictures on these guys are great. We're going to get into all that. So for now, I think on the connectivity aspect, it supports every LTE band that operates in Nigeria here, so you could get it for whatever, even your Intel, your Glows, it would work. Then this version I have here is a dual SIM version, so we have two SIMs running concurrently. Then there's a 64 gig model, and there's a memory card slot where you can increase your memory with. I think you can take up to 400 gig memory cards, which are just available, but they are really pricey though. Then as for core quality, the core quality has been great. No hangs, no, you know, even the clarity on the other side, people that I'm calling, they tell me that it's very clear. Then but for, will I say, novelty features, the biggest thing it got going for it is this S Pen, and we're going to come to that. Well, in terms of every other thing, the side bezel, I see it more of a gimmick, but really it's functional. It's something you could actually use from time to time. Then for as you could see, I have like a whole lot of apps open on the background, still no hangs. Jumps right into the application. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to, like, this is the camera viewfinder. This is the camera viewfinder. As you can see, it's awesome. It's awesome. This bad boy can do up to 4K 30 frames per second. I know the S9 now can do the 60 frames per second, but I'm sure with the software update this guy can do that, because with 6 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 385, nothing is holding this boy back. So the cameras, like I said initially, they're great. Then obviously wireless charging is there too, but I think Samsung just does basically packs everything in the phone. And in terms of feature-rich devices, this is the most feature-rich device. I hardly use the fingerprint sensor because it's really difficult to get to. The iris scanner is a little bit slow, so most of the time I end up just typing in my password. Then you know, when you're outside and you really want people to know what's up with the phone, you just use the iris scanner, or you flip your fingerprint sensor, which also works for a whole lot of apps for authentications. Like the fingerprint scanner, I can use it for my banking apps, for when I'm browsing some sites. I put on my fingerprint scanner and it loads the information for me, so that is there. Then for Bixby, I'm not totally carried away by Bixby, because basically it's an underperforming Google Assistant with some things that Google Assistants can do. So basically, it's a hit and mix. Like today it hits, tomorrow it misses. So I'm not totally carried away by Bixby. Some people who are not in telco may ask me what is Bixby. Bixby is basically Samsung's own digital assistant, and I don't know why Samsung keeps doing this. If you want to put your own digital assistant, then remove Google Assistant. Don't give us two of everything. The messaging app I have two, photo apps too, music apps too, because basically what Samsung does is that they have their own version for almost everything that Google gives you, which I don't like. I wouldn't really say I'm a fan of. Yeah, Google, I would say Google, because this guy's running on Android, obviously. Samsung will run on Android. So Google has basically given us everything in the phone, but Samsung just feels, we can do it better, and most of the time, it's not up to par with what you would get directly on a stock Android device. But outside that, it's a brilliant device, beautiful screen, great for media consumption. Then before I forget, the S Pen. So as you could see, it pops out. We could do a whole lot with this guy. You can use it as a normal stylus. You can use it to clip a part of your screen. Then this is the S Pen menu. You can see that some cool, basically it's, how will I put it, it's sweet to use, you understand? It's customizable, it's sweet to use. I can jump into any app from here. Then there's something else that the S8 does. If you want to write, I could view notes, I could basically, you see different notes, different things, just draw basically. I could edit this here, so I could add more stuff to it. So let's just go back from here. Then another thing that the S8 does that I really do like is the fact that I could actually clip two apps on the screen at the same time. Oh, I don't have any, I thought I had one here. From this point, you could actually merge two apps together so that they open at the same time. You get, so I could pick up two apps from this drawer. Okay, no, let me just try and push two apps to it. Let me open the Fitbit app. I could now do this, you get, and I can pick another app, like that app that I opened for you. As you can see now, I have two apps running concurrently. Sorry, I missed that. Not all apps support that for now. Okay, let's see. As you can see, I have two apps running concurrently on the screen at the same time. I'm not holding anyone back. Then there's, I think I've actually forgotten how to do that. Where I could actually add my group two apps together. Yeah. Okay. For the app pairing thing, you hit the add and create app pair. So I could probably make an app pair of Amazon Shopping and Alibaba, for instance, and I hit done. So when I come back to my home screen, all I need to do is to bring out my sidebar. These are the two of them here. Once I hit the two of them, the two apps will open at the same time, and I have two apps running. Then one more thing I didn't mention about the S Pen, in all its great features and everything, I could, okay, let's just do this. Smart Select. It's outside me being able to sign documents, me being able to fill documents and all that. This one gets to me because when I'm doing my research is, it's just awesome. So if I hit Smart Select, for instance, I could come here and select just this, you get, and it brings it out. So I can tell it extract text, and this is all the text in that column. So I can copy this on my own now, add it to another document, merge documents like that, share this to somebody, because the share option is here to share this to somebody, and it's fine. The only thing I really like Samsung to do concerning this S Pen, as functional as it might be, at times I find it too skinny. I don't know, I just find it too skinny, so at times it could not be comfortable, a little bit bulky. Yeah, I know they don't want to increase the size of the phone, but just a little bit, or make it round. I think if this is a little bit rounded, I think it will have a better grip on it. So I think that's that about the S Pen. Then we also have the live messaging, which to me after some time, live messages here, which to me after some time I drop something and it goes like that to the next person. It's a little bit of what you get on iMessage though, but this is from a totally different point of view. The biggest function here. You can also do your translate, your Bixby Vision. So basically, I think this phone is geared towards the professionals. It's not an everybody phone. If you want an everybody's phone, I think you should do it the S8 or the newer S9, which is coming out soon. But for professionals, I don't think anything on the market. In as much as I am not a Android person, I'm not an Android person, I'm not a Samsung person either, but when you see something good, you have to say it. For productivity, this guy is the baddest thing you could see on the market right now. Not even the upcoming X9 will get close to it when it comes to productivity, and that is the truth. So for now, that is it about the Note 8. Brilliant device. If you have the money to buy it, go for it. Any feature you want on the phone, and even the so-called S9 that is coming out soon, I think this guy still has some features that the S9 doesn't have. As funny as it could be, I think the closest device to it is the S9 Plus. But for raw feature to feature, what you can do, what I can do, this guy is the most feature-packed phone on the market right now. So thank you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share my channel. This year is going to be a great year for all of us. Thank you.